honored to present the colors for this 80th anniversary celebration. Honor Guard, attention. Audience, please rise. Honor Guard, forward march. Salute. Those not in uniform, please place your right hand over your heart. Honor Guard, halt. Honor Guard, proudly post the flag of the United States of America. Honor Guard, honor your colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Honor Guard, about face. Honor Guard, forward march. Honor Guard dismissed. You may be seated. Thank you.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise, listening skies. Let it resound loud as the road. Oh, yeah. Let me free reign. God of our weary years, God of our silence here, thou who hast brought us far on our way. Thou who hast by thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, forever in the path. We pray. Let freedom ring all over the world. Yeah, yeah. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory.
And now I'm live. You don't get audio on.
Every mountain top, we've come this far by faith.
When I pop in, I don't have any audio. No audio. I'm just popping in.
From every mountain to every valley.
If I come forward.
Oh.
Now, do you have audio from me?
On the no, I can still hear the song on the browser, but I don't hear you on the browser. I hear you on my.
Okay.
Let me try to
Check.
Oh, now I can.
Yep.
Okay, so now I do hear you. I just had to turn it up.
Yep. And then it'll reset. You'll have to reset again because I just made a change.
And the Union Street School and all the work done in education. It is amazing what the NAACP has done both nationally in the state, but especially in Loudoun County. So I just want to say a couple things. One, next year we're going to meet in person and I can't wait to see everybody again in person. But two, thank you all so much because what we're doing right now is going to last for generations. The work that was done before us allows us to stand here and be the chair of Loudoun County and have other people who've been elected or appointed to offices that move policy and make a difference. And the work we do today will be what our children stand on many years from now, and we will put policy in place that will make a difference for them. I know it's hard sometimes, especially in this atmosphere, and sometimes we feel like people don't know what you're doing or you're not appreciated. Let me say to you very clearly, you are appreciated. I do know what you're doing, and I know that what you do every single day is so important to the entire county, even for people who don't know you're doing it, even for people who don't appreciate it. It's important. It's good work. It's the good trouble that we have to keep getting in. So congratulations. I'll see you next year. I love you all. I thank you. I appreciate you. God bless.
Hello, everyone. I'm Delegate Suhas Subramaniam, and I'm proud to join you today in celebrating 80 years of the impact the Loudoun NAACP has had on our community. Since becoming a delegate, I've prioritized making sure that Virginia is a more inclusive and welcoming place. The Loudoun NAACP has been a critical partner in these efforts, and because of our work together, we have made incredible strides on criminal justice reform, equality, economic justice, and so much more. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all the NAACP leaders in Loudoun County, the members, the volunteers. I know that you will continue to make Virginia a better place for years to come. I look forward to working with you.
The NAACP is at the forefront of the movement to build political power and ensure the well-being of communities of color. Did this commercial underscoring the advocacy of our 2,200 local units across the country. We empower our communities to make democracy work for them. Your donation to the NAACP helps further our mission to ensure the political, educational, social, and economic equality of rights of all persons, and to eliminate racial hatred and racial discrimination. Donate today to become our newest. I think it looks really professional. I don't know why they wouldn't be happy with it. Then this is preparing for Pastor Michelle. And now, Loudoun County NAACP President, Pastor Michelle Thomas. Thank you, Peter. I'd like to say how grateful I am for everyone joining us here today. We're really pleased with the presentation that we have and all the work that's gone into it. As we celebrate our 80th year, we're looking forward to 80 more and just wanted to give my thanks to everyone who, the Freedom Fund Committee, sorry about that, who worked so hard on this, yada, yada, yada. Thank you so much. Care about fighting the racial disparities that are still too prevalent in America. The NAACP is the place where you can make a difference. Take a stand. Answer the call for equality. Answer the call for civil rights. Join the oldest and boldest civil rights organization in the nation. Join the NAACP. Contact any member for information or go to our website at www.naacp.org. Redo the music video, and that's it. But that's the first third. It just flows.
Okay, so I had muted my phone so I wouldn't hear, so you wouldn't hear the echo, or I was hearing an echo because I had you on the browser and on my phone, so I had muted my phone. But so now you hear the echo, of course.
So let me stop the broadcast.
were like in a class by themselves, upper level, and the students thought of the teachers as not quite friendly. So I had taken on trying to get the students and the teachers on a working basis. Not that they're gonna hold hands and be real friendly, but at least the students should know the teachers are on their team.
I got involved in the NAACP for about the organization and community involvement for about as long as I can remember. Growing up in New York City, my uncle was a community organizer, and he kind of instilled in all of us a sense of community and a sense of the importance of civil rights. Like I said, having grown up in New York City during the 60s and 70s, I saw what was going on around me. Maybe didn't understand it all, but certainly that seed was planted. I think the best thing that the NAACP can do is to pick up that banner for young.
All of the decisions affecting our school system were more political decisions than they were anything else. So I think the primary goal is still about equity, justice, and education. And that's what I think the NAACP has always stood for, nationally, and
the PowerPoint, which takes you through all the segments of it, and that'll have animation. The PowerPoint will be made into video, and the video will just flow across up until they do their first live, and then you saw how I'll transition that. And then if we go from live back to the video, we put this on.
and locally.
Start this.
That's an interesting question. Loudoun County has changed so much in these past 20 years. We have a much more diverse population. We have an.
Okay, so live. Thank you very much. Pitch this. Give me a second. That one's on. That comes off. Damn it. I did the same thing again. That one's on. I gotta
learn their history and figure out what their goals are, what contributions they can make.
Okay, live. Thank you very much.
Helping to nurture that in the younger generation. I think that is really important. They were.
Now we're live. See how it works? I can also do this. Watch me go from live to video. I'm live right now. Bing.
Let me see. Percival had Carver Elementary School. Middleburg had Banneker Elementary School. We had Douglas High School that took care of educating the Black students in the county. They worked hard to make sure that we had a music teacher, a band uniforms, band instruments. If we were traveling, you know, they made sure that we had the extras.
I see a lot of moving parts that I'm sure you're going to get more comfortable with them as you put all these pieces together.
Worked with desegregating the schools. I was one of those students who went to Loudoun County High School in 1963. Prior to that, there was a student, Helen Ramey, who went by.
Thank you very much, Joyce. We really appreciate. Oh, Joyce, you had more that you wanted to say? Okay.
To a school population of 1,000 white kids. I don't know how else to say that. It was hard, but we were supported by the NAACP, even if it was crying on somebody's shoulder.
So what makes you need to say you have more to say? It's all video, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just playing with the thing because I don't have anything to say when I'm live. But she's still going. So let's say, for instance, we want to skip past her to him. Okay. And then live, I would say, and now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Thompson. This comes on.
And all that kind of stuff. And it wasn't until the president, former president, Reverend Early, decided he was going to leave. Some ladies volunteered me to be the president. I thought I was going to outfox them by not showing up to the meeting on the day of the vote, but that was a mistake too, because they voted me in abstention.
With both of them, if I'm talking
well,
over him
you know,
as he's talking.
The NAACP, you know, the NAACP had kind of gotten older
looking at the stream,
and was, you know, I won't say in decline because there's certain people that would hear that and not be happy, but they, you know, the organization had gotten older, and when I came on, there wasn't a whole lot of members. But at the time I came on, there were a lot of issues that were percolating, very, very important racial issues. I'm kind of a personality person, so you know my goal was to take them on head on. I made good friends with the media. I was able to use the media to get going. Then we had some very interesting issues that came on right when I started.
Phil's audio out, just so you can hear me. You should be able to hear just me right now. Or
press because of what happened in one of the meetings where I essentially one of the town councilmen or one of the people before me, who's actually a Republican Puerto Rican guy, and he said that the government is not the place to fix segregation. And when I came on behind him, I dramatically said that without government, I'd still be involved in.
And this is also how it would go for the interviews for the panel.
And that got a lot of press after that. And then we had a very controversial issue involving, they were going to name a school after a segregationist, and not, well, actually not segregation, the guy that was one of the architects of Jim Crow in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and we were able to push back against that. And so.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you, Phil. Really appreciated hearing his comments. Let's go back to Phil. He's got a little bit more to say. Phil, what have you got?
You think I was something? Wait till you deal with her. And she's been doing a great job ever since. Well, you know, it's from a standpoint, the NAACP's overall national problem is that it doesn't attract younger people, and it's seen as the old people's organization, and that's a problem in a lot of African American organizations, institutions, and churches are finding the same thing in different elements. And in a lot of ways, I can see why young people won't come join the NAACP, because the organization is very doctrinal. And, like most organizations that are doctrinal, they're not, it's not a very flexible organization, in that, it's tied to, and you have a lot of membership from older people who, come from a different generation, a different struggle, and a different mindset. And we just saw that recently with all the protests over George Floyd and the national protests dealing with dealing with police brutality and whatnot, where the NAACP took a backseat, to what was going on in the street. And I thought that was a very big mistake. I think the organization, if it came out in force and.
So you're comfortable with it? Are you satisfied? This is how the stream is going to go. All we have to do is just assemble the information and let it run. And if anything fails, we just go to live and we can switch back to the recording. It just flows like that. I need, the people who are going to be in the studio to be in the studio, Pastor Michelle and whoever else is doing live. But other than that, and if there's some other video that you want, as opposed to this one, we can do that too. Hold on.
No, I'm sorry. I just paused. I'm switching back and forth between my monitor, my computer, and the phone. But
Yeah,
so
it's fine.
I mean, I see how it has to kind of be. What's the right word I'm looking for? I mean, I see there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of stuff you have to be comfortable with. And I know you still have a lot of pieces that are missing. But I think. To me, it seems like you definitely need to do some practicing.
Is a very important word. It's
there's some stuff that
meaning. I never did this before. I never slept over in Washington. I was in Washington, I think, 17 times. All of a sudden, I'm president of the United States. You know the story. I'm riding down Pennsylvania Avenue with our first lady, and I say, this is great. But I didn't know very many people in Washington. It wasn't my thing. I was from Manhattan, from New York. Now I know everybody. And I have great people in the administration. You make some mistakes, like, an idiot like Bolton, all he wanted to do is drop bombs on everybody. You don't have to drop bombs on everybody. You don't have to kill people.
So let's just say let's say the only live part is going to be Pastor Michelle. But then it would also be you, right? So you're going to be live at points where the audio and the video is focused on you, and you're opening up things, but other than you doing live introductions to pieces that you're for the video that you're putting in, and then the live introduction of Pastor Michelle, who is going to be the only live. I think you just need to get more comfortable with all the pieces, working out all the nuances. So you're not like, well, wait a minute, I got to do this or I got to do that. You have to be able to flow it all.
Yeah. And it got better as I did it here. But and that's something that we can do when they see the actual video. It's just practice. That's all. We'll have it by then.
Yeah, actually. And so I think, so when is the next time they're having a meeting?
I think it's Monday. Monday they scheduled.
Monday? Okay. So I've got to re-upload my version of the video